A new world order, the Great Reset, globalism, universal basic income, fake news and media manipulation, and piles of cash to make it all happen. This is what the average conspiracy theorist imagines when they think about Davos, the Bilderberg Group, or even the Bohemian Grove. But is there any truth to this? Are the elites actually controlling the world? And if so, what are they plotting and who is a part of these groups? Could it be true that soon you will own nothing and you will be happy? Well, it's time to put on the tinfoil hats, Aluxers. Let's go down the darkest and most secret of rabbit holes. Here's where billion-dollar meetings are held. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. So let's kick off this video with the elephant in the room, Davos and the World Economic Forum. Let's do a little bit of history checking before we go into the more sketchy and controversial parts. So, also known as the Davos Summit, the World Economic Forum gathering has grown into one of the most significant platforms for world leaders, CEOs, and intellectuals to discuss pressing global issues and, of course, do business. Founded in 1971 by German economist Klaus Schwab, the WEF initially began as a European management symposium, but it quickly evolved to encompass a broader range of topics and attract participants from around the world. Today, the annual WEF meeting in Davos covers a wide array of subjects, including economics, politics, technology, climate change, and how people should live according to the elites, among others. Each year, the WEF meeting in Davos is organized around a specific theme, such as the Great Reset. Yes, it is real, not a conspiracy. Globalization 4.0, or creating a shared future in a fractured world. These themes guide the discussions and panels, which are attended by thousands of participants, including heads of state, CEOs of major corporations, academics, and activists. The WEF meeting in Davos is known for its high-profile guest list, which has included notable figures such as German Chancellor Angela Merkel, philanthropist Bill Gates, who's a big sponsor, and even former US presidents. The event also attracts celebrities and influencers who are deep into social and environmental causes, like Bono, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Greta Thunberg, obviously. Now, aside from the formal discussions and panels, the WEF meetings in Davos are also famous for their exclusive, invitation-only events where participants can network and build relationships in a more, how do we say it, relaxed atmosphere. These social gatherings, held in luxurious ski chalets and hotels, provide the perfect context for world leaders and business magnates to forge connections and strike deals away from the public eye. And believe us, the impact of the WEF meeting in Davos is nothing to scoff at. The forum is famous for its influence on major global policies and for fostering public-private partnerships to address common and pressing challenges. However, the event has also faced criticism for its exclusivity and for representing the interests of the global elite rather than those of the broader population. And this is where things start to get interesting. One of the primary criticisms leveled against the WEF is that it perpetuates income inequality and serves as a gathering for the global elite who are more concerned with their own interests than with those of the broader population. Many argue that this event is just a pretext for the wealthy and powerful to consolidate their influence and make decisions without considering the needs of the average person. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Great Reset to put this into perspective. The Great Reset was introduced as the theme of the WEF's 2021 annual meeting, and it represents a call for a fundamental transformation of our societies, economies, and institutions in response to the recent pandemic and other global challenges. The Great Reset is very idealistic and envisions a more sustainable, inclusive, and resilient future by addressing issues such as income inequality, climate change, and technological disruption. It calls for reimagining capitalism, promoting stakeholder capitalism, investing in green technologies, and fostering global cooperation to create a more equitable world. Now, all of this on paper might sound like John Lennon's dream come true. However, the Great Reset has also become a lightning rod for conspiracy theories and fears, with some people interpreting this as a sinister plot by global elites to take control over the world and undermine individual freedoms. And there might be a seed of truth in that. Firstly, the sweeping nature of the proposed changes and involvement of powerful, influential figures does not do the initiative any favors. People who are already distrustful of global institutions and the elite view the Great Reset as an attempt to consolidate power and impose a new world order, leading to concerns about the loss of individual autonomy and freedom. Those who read a lot from George Orwell can relate to these concerns. Secondly, the Great Reset's emphasis on a more centralized, coordinated global response to challenges can be seen as a threat to national sovereignty. Critics argue that such an approach could weaken individual nations' ability to govern themselves and make decisions in the best interest of their citizens. And lastly, the Great Reset's focus on stakeholder capitalism and reimagining economic systems has fueled fears about the potential erosion of private property rights and free market principles. Detractors worry that the proposed changes could lead to increased government intervention in the economy and the suppression of individual entrepreneurship and innovation. And things get even more ironic when you ponder the WEF's environmental impact and hypocrisy. While the forum addresses climate change and sustainability as key topics, critics have highlighted the hypocrisy of participants traveling to Davos in private jets and attending extravagant events that generate significant carbon emissions. This apparent contradiction between the WEF's stated goals and the actions of its attendees has led some to question the forum's commitment to environmental causes. The WEF has also faced accusations of being an exclusive, undemocratic, and opaque organization. Detractors argue there's a lack of transparency in the decision-making processes, and the high level of security surrounding the event prevents ordinary citizens from participating in or even understanding the discussions taking place in Davos. So, in response to these criticisms, the World Economic Forum has taken steps to increase transparency and inclusivity. They've opened up some sessions to the public and made efforts to include a more diverse range of voices, such as inviting young activists and representatives from non-governmental organizations. But look, okay, they're still the ones who get to pick and choose, so this doesn't really fix the issue. The WEF has also implemented measures to reduce the environmental footprint of the event, such as encouraging participants to use public transportation and offsetting carbon emissions. But that's simply done for the public eye, and the guests don't seem to care at all about these issues. And this is why lately so many of those who used to attend the event didn't show up in 2023. Some even argue that the WEF's days are numbered, and it might soon lose its influence over the world, which for a lot of people sounds like good news. But no matter your stance, at least the World Economic Forum is committed to transparency and makes its discussions public, unlike those who gather at the Bilderberg Meeting. Now, the first Bilderberg meeting took place in 1954 at the Hotel de Bilderberg in the Netherlands, from which the gathering takes its name. The meeting was initiated by Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands, who was concerned about the growing anti-American sentiment in Europe and wanted to create a forum to foster dialogue between the two continents. Over the years, the Bilderberg meeting has attracted a range of prominent figures from politics, finance, media, and academia. Some notable attendees include former U.S. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, Google co-founder Eric Schmidt, and former British Prime Minister Tony Blair. The meetings are structured around a series of informal, off-the-record discussions with no set agenda or resolutions, at least from what we know. But one interesting detail about the Bilderberg meeting is that it operates under a strict two-thirds rule, which means that around two-thirds of the attendees must be from Europe, while the remaining one-third are from North America. And this distribution ensures the original purpose of fostering dialogue and understanding between the two continents remains central to the gathering. The meetings themselves typically span 4 days, during which participants attend various sessions covering a wide range of topics, from economics and politics to technology and social issues. Attendees are encouraged to speak candidly, and it's not uncommon for heated debates to arise. The Bilderberg meeting is organized by a steering committee which is responsible for selecting the annual list of invitees and determining the topics of discussion. The meetings are held under the Chatham House Rule, which allows attendees to use the information they receive, but prohibits them from revealing the identity or affiliation of the speakers. And this confidentiality has been both praised for encouraging open and honest dialogue and criticized for fostering a lack of transparency. And where transparency is lacking, conspiracies arise. One theory suggests the meeting serves as a breeding ground for the New World Order, in which a small group of elites secretly control global events and manipulate governments to achieve their own goals. Proponents of this theory argue that the secrecy surrounding the meetings provides the perfect cover for these nefarious activities. Another conspiracy theory suggests the Bilderberg Meeting is a central component of a global network of secret societies, such as the Illuminati, the Freemasons, and the Council on Foreign Relations, all working together to control world affairs. The highly exclusive guest list and off-the-record nature of the discussions lend credence to these claims in the eyes of conspiracy theorists. And some conspiracy theories even suggest the Bilderberg Meeting plays a role in selecting world leaders and manipulating election outcomes. These theories often point to the attendance of key political figures at the meetings as evidence of their involvement in these alleged schemes. But although conspiracy theories continue to surround the Bilderberg Meeting, we would argue that it's simply more about doing business than controlling the world. While decisions might not be directly made at these meetings, they can influence the thoughts and actions of attendees, potentially shaping global policy in a more subtle way. But enough with the conspiracy theories, okay? Let's now shift our focus to the most anticipated event in the world of finance and investing: the Berkshire Hathaway Annual Shareholders Meeting. Dubbed the Woodstock of capitalism, the Berkshire Hathaway Annual Shareholders Meeting has been a staple event for investors since the 1960s. While its primary goal is to provide shareholders with crucial information about the company's performance, strategy, and outlook, the meeting has evolved into a much-anticipated celebration of investing, capitalism, and financial wisdom. And this is why annually thousands of magnates and financial gurus from around the globe join the event. Usually held in Omaha, Nebraska, the event spans several days and offers a rich itinerary of activities. These include a highly anticipated Q&A session with Warren Buffett, the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, and Charlie Munger, the vice chairman. There's also a trade show showcasing the products and services of Berkshire Hathaway-owned companies and social events for attendees to mingle and network with like-minded individuals. The highlight of the meeting is undoubtedly the marathon Q&A session, where Buffett and Munger, renowned for their investment acumen and long-term focus, answer questions from shareholders, journalists, and financial analysts. The candid and insightful exchange of ideas and wisdom has made the event a must-attend for investors seeking guidance and inspiration. And both Buffett and Munger are revered not only for their extraordinary investment prowess, but also for their unwavering commitment to ethical business practices. Their combined knowledge and experience have helped propel Berkshire Hathaway to astounding heights, with the company now boasting almost $1 trillion in assets under management. Attending the Berkshire Hathaway Annual Shareholders Meeting is a unique and invaluable opportunity to learn about the stock market directly from legendary investors like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger themselves. As the stars of the show, their years of expertise and inimitable wit make this event an unforgettable experience for seasoned investors and financial novices alike. And in addition to the educational aspect, the meeting also offers a glimpse into the diverse portfolio of Berkshire Hathaway-owned companies. This trade show provides attendees with the chance to discover new investment opportunities, witness the latest product innovations, and gain insights into the businesses under the Berkshire Hathaway umbrella. With its blend of financial education, networking opportunities, and celebration of capitalism, the Berkshire Hathaway Annual Shareholders Meeting has become an iconic event in the world of investing. Whether you're a shareholder, an investment enthusiast, or simply curious about the secrets of wealth building, this extraordinary gathering is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience for anyone that wants to learn the art of increasing their wealth. Next up is the Boa Forum for Asia. This annual conference was established in 2001 as a platform for high-level dialogue among political, business, and academic leaders from Asia. The forum is held in Boao, Hainan Province, China, and its agenda is centered around three things: promoting regional economic integration, facilitating cooperation among Asian countries, and encouraging dialogue on critical issues affecting the continent. The BFA has gained prominence over the years, and its annual conferences cover a wide range of topics, including economics, finance, science, technology, education, culture, and sustainable development. And the forum's aims are pretty straightforward: to foster a deeper understanding of the region's challenges and opportunities while seeking innovative solutions for sustainable growth. The Boa Forum for Asia is often compared to the World Economic Forum's annual meeting in Davos. And while both events do share similarities in terms of their focus on economic and political dialogue, there are some notable differences. Davos primarily focuses on global issues and attracts a broader range of international participants, while the Boa Forum is centered on Asia and its role in the global economy. The BFA aims to give Asian countries a more prominent voice in global conversations and strengthen regional ties. Additionally, the Boa Forum is generally perceived as more aligned with Chinese interests and policies, given its location and China's role in its establishment. The Boa Forum attracts high-profile attendees from various sectors, including political leaders, CEOs, entrepreneurs, and academics. Attendees include heads of state from government officials from Asia and other regions, top executives from multinational corporations, and renowned scholars from experts in various fields. Notable attendees in the past have included Chinese President Xi Jinping, Russian President Vladimir Putin, and former United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon. The presence of these high-profile figures lends credibility to the forum and highlights its significance in shaping regional and global discussions. But Western countries have no place at this table, and make no mistake, the role of the importance of the Boa Forum might increase in the coming years. As BRICS countries, that's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. As they move away from relying on the US dollar and transition to sealing deals in China's CBDC, the digital yuan, some are wondering if the United States' dominion over the global economy will soon start to fade away. So it might be worth keeping an eye on this event and who attends it. Now, we've kept this next one for last because it's definitely the weirdest. Bohemian Grove is a secret retreat in the heart of the Redwood Forest in Sonoma County, California, that's been frequented by some of the most powerful and influential people in the world. The Bohemian Club, an exclusive gentlemen's club based in San Francisco, has organized annual gatherings at this location since 1878. The gatherings began as an informal summer camp where artists, writers, and musicians could congregate and share their ideas. Over time, though, the club's membership expanded to include powerful business leaders and politicians, transforming the Grove into a secretive and exclusive gathering place. The Grove became a cult-like phenomenon due to the secrecy surrounding its events and the rituals performed during the gatherings. The most well-known of these rituals is the Cremation of Care, a theatrical ceremony designed to symbolically banish worldly cares and concerns, allowing attendees to enjoy their time at the Grove free from the stress of the outside world. What's crazy is that in 2000, conspiracy theorist and radio host Alex Jones infiltrated the Bohemian Grove with a hidden camera, aiming to expose the secret activities taking place there. Jones and his team managed to sneak into the premises, evading the tight security measures in place, mainly because everybody was costumed. They recorded footage of the Cremation of Care ritual, which was later released in a documentary. And the documentary fueled conspiracy theories and further mystified the events taking place at the Grove. The footage captured by Jones showed a mock human sacrifice in front of a giant stone owl, which he claimed represented the pagan god Moloch. The ritual was conducted by men dressed in hooded robes, and Jones argued that this was evidence of sinister occult practices being carried out by the global elite. Now you might wonder, but Alux, who was behind the hoods? Well, the answer might shock you, so get ready. Throughout its history, the Bohemian Grove has attracted a wide range of powerful and influential figures. U.S. presidents such as Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, and George H.W. Bush have been known to attend the event. Other key political figures such as Henry Kissinger, former U.S. Secretary of State, and Colin Powell, former U.S. Secretary of Defense, have also been reported to be regular attendees. Moreover, the Grove has drawn numerous business magnates, including the CEOs of major corporations, media moguls, and prominent figures in the tech industry. The exclusivity and secrecy of the event has made it a sought-after destination for the global elite to network, discuss politics, and engage in leisurely activities. And when we say leisurely activities, what we mean is more rituals and ceremonies. Aside from the Cremation of Care, the Bohemian Grove is known for other secretive rituals and practices. The attendees are divided up into various camps, each with its own distinct theme and culture. The members engage in a variety of activities, such as musical performances, theatrical productions, and lectures on various topics. Some of the other mysterious rituals include the druidic ceremony known as Grove Play, which is a lavish theatrical production held during the event. It's performed on an outdoor stage with a full orchestra and even features elaborate sets and costumes. And the Grove Play is written and produced exclusively for the members and their guests, and its content often remains a closely guarded secret. Another notable ritual is the Lakeside Talks, a series of informal speeches given by influential figures on a wide range of topics. These talks are designed to encourage intellectual discourse and the exchange of ideas among members, although the content of these speeches is typically kept confidential. And this has obviously created a breeding ground for conspiracies. The secrecy surrounding the Bohemian Grove has given rise to numerous debates about the influence and intentions of its attendees. Some theories suggest the Grove serves as a secret meeting place for the world's elite to discuss and plan global events, manipulate financial markets, or even orchestrate wars. And the presence of powerful politicians and business leaders at these events lends some credibility to these claims, although concrete evidence supporting such theories is scarce. Another conspiracy theory proposes that these rituals performed at the Grove, such as the Cremation of Care and Grove Play, are evidence of occult practices and connections to secret societies like the Illuminati. Critics argue that these rituals are simply harmless theatrical productions and expressions of camaraderie among the attendees. And while the true extent of the influence wielded by the Bohemian Grove attendees remains a matter of debate, the event's secretive nature and the high-profile individuals who attend it continue to fuel speculation and intrigue. And as a result, the Bohemian Grove has become a symbol of elite power and secrecy in popular culture, with numerous books, documentaries, and articles examining the various aspects of the event. So, all of the above considered, it's time to answer the question, are the elites actually controlling the world, and are they using these events as a platform for that? Well, the answer is both yes and no at the same time because reality is more complicated than that. The truth is, there are many groups of people trying to exercise their influence over the world, so it would be impossible for just one group to manipulate everything. So look, okay, it is highly unlikely a single and secret entity controls everything. But once in a while, global leaders gather around in times of need to set a path for humanity. You just have to look back at history and events like the Bretton Woods Agreement to realize that. The world has been, and probably will continue to be divided into spheres of influence, and assuming only a handful of people are responsible for global misfortunes is just silly. These events, at the end of the day, are more about doing business and sharing views rather than total world domination. Understanding this will help you to stay objective and remove any nationalist biases. Remember, if you want the world to be a better place, it's a better idea to shift your focus onto what you can do on a daily basis rather than worrying every day about what the rich might be plotting next. The truth is that probably you will never know. That is, unless you get yourself a seat at the table. Okay, that was a lot to unpack, right, Alexer? So now it's time to take our tinfoil hats off, because that was just for today. We hope you enjoyed watching this video just as much as we enjoyed making it. Writing about this stuff in a balanced way is definitely kind of hard, but our job here is to remain objective. Now, this video wouldn't feel complete without the usual question at the end, so here it is. If you had a once-in-a-lifetime chance to participate in one of these meetings, which one would you pick? Drop your answer in the comments below. We're always curious to hear what you think. Now, if this video helped you to learn something new, make sure to return the favor by tipping us with a like and a share. Your support is very much appreciated as we strive to step up the game and bring you the best, most relevant information out there. As always, Aluxer, thanks for watching, and if you dare to learn more, check out this video next.